Hey everyone, what's going on? So it's been a little while since I've been able to talk to you guys. We got some amazing things going on at the gym, about to get going as far as some projects go. It's got us wrapped up pretty tight as far as time goes. So I haven't been able to get to you guys, but I wanted to get this out to y'all today. So what we got on deck for today? All right, topic that I've been seeing, and I've been seeing this over and over for years, but it just is lately. It's really starting to drive me nuts. So I just want to kind of get this out there and get us kind of thinking and discussing it a little bit. So the topic that we're discussing today comes around with the side of when we're going through certain things, when we're making life changes, when we're making the steps in which we need to make in order to achieve our goals, whatever that may be in our life, and we're starting to see change. We're making little steps at a time, and all of a sudden we get that voice in the back of our head of life's not these changes aren't moving fast enough, so I'm gonna throw in the towel. I've seen this on a couple forums the last couple times, couple weeks, and it's absolutely just making my mind explode. So if I get on a little bit of rant on this, you guys, and if I possibly happen to use some things that I usually don't throw out there, I'm sorry. So from my perspective, this drives me absolutely crazy. It makes no sense to me as far as if you've been making the changes and you're making these strides toward the things that you say that you want to achieve, and you're seeing the progress. You know, when we talked about this a while back, of when you set goals for yourself, know going into it that more times than not, the goal is going to take longer than what you expect. All right, so it's that when you think a goal may take a day, may take a week, may take a couple months, in reality it may take weeks, it may take months, it may take years in order to achieve that. But it's getting through those times and keeping persistent and consistent is what's gonna pay off. And so when we're going through those times and you're actually seeing results, why in the world would you stop? Like what is going through your head to all of a sudden stop and revert back to the things that got you in the place where you're at to begin with? You know, we see that all the time of things just weren't happening fast enough, so I threw in the towel. I can't guarantee really anything in this world, you guys, but the one thing I can guarantee is when you stop doing something that is getting you results and you go back to what got you in the place you were in to begin with, you're going to be left with regret. You know, I don't know how many times I can look back on my own life and say, okay, I wish last year I would have just kept going with what I knew I needed to do, and I would have been tenfold where I'm at now. You know, the worst thing for me, looking back on my life, that I want is to have regret. The worst thing that I want for any of you, my kids, my family, is to look back in their life and say, I wish I would have. I wish I would have tried a little bit harder. I wish I would have kept consistent at the things that I said that I wanted to do. Because God knows where I would have been at, or what I would have achieved in the long run. You know, don't do that to yourself. Don't just throw in the towel because things aren't moving fast enough. You know, every single day we get bombarded with quick success schemes. You know, I could turn on the TV right now and I guarantee I can run across 15 infomercials guaranteeing that you could be a millionaire by the end of this week. You can lose 30 pounds by the end of 2 weeks. Take this supplement, you're going to be able to do this. You read this, and all of a sudden you're going to be able to fly. I'm sorry, you guys, but more often than not, at least the way I was taught and the way I was raised, if things sound too good to be true, they often are. You know, the only way that you really are going to get what you got coming to you in this life is by working your tail off and being consistent. You know, why do you think lottery winners within the first 3 to 5 years go bankrupt? You know, it's crazy. People win millions and millions of dollars, but all of a sudden 3 to 5 years later, they're bankrupt. It's because they don't appreciate what they got. They just all of a sudden won the ticket, and they've been handed millions of dollars, where most people would think that'd be a blessing, where all of a sudden people run through this. It's the same thing with your life, you guys. If you're handed the things that you say you want, I guarantee more times than not, you're probably going to just piss it away because you're not going to appreciate what you actually have. So by working for what you have, or working for what you say you want, and staying consistent, it may be an inch at a time, it may be a half inch at a time, but every single day those inches will add up. So stay consistent, stop throwing in the towel, work your ass off, have fun while you're doing it, and look back and have success in your life. So that's what we got for you guys today, you guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye.